Moving on now, days after forming the new government comes Prime Minister Narendra Modi's big development push. Prime Minister Modi on Monday held a meeting with several union ministers and all secretaries, urging them to make ease of living for the common man their topmost priority. Prime Minister Modi, while addressing the secretaries at his 7 Lok Kalyan Marg residence, identified poverty alleviation and the water sector as the core focus areas of the government. Congratulating for all of them for the resounding victory, the Prime Minister said that the people of India have a lot of expectations from the centre and he sees it as a good thing. He also added that India should be a $5 trillion economy and that they should prepare a roadmap of respective departments to fulfill the goals. Also, in an unprecedented move by the newly formed Modi Sarkar, 12 senior income tax officers have been asked to resign by the Finance Ministry. Sources within the Finance Ministry have told India Today that 12 senior officers of the ranks of Chief Commissioner, Principal Commissioners and the Commissioner of Income Tax Department compulsorily retired under Rule Finance Ministry. Now, many are seeing this as a cleanup drive under Modi Sarkar 2.0, and some of these officers have been allegedly involved in corruption, illegal and disproportionate assets case and also sexual harassment cases. Let's talk about the ensuing Nataka in Karnataka now. The Congress-JDS rift is now out in the open. The JDS founder H.D. Devegowda has told Rahul Gandhi that Congress minister should resign in order to accommodate 2 independent MLAs in the cabinet. Now this after Devegowda met Rahul Gandhi and senior Congress leader Ahmed Patel in the national capital on Monday. Now, giving an ultimatum to the Congress party, Gowda said that he has his own commitments within the JDS and that a minority leader should be accommodated in the cabinet. Gowda also hinted that JDS would not think twice on pulling out of the coalition if the said demands are not met. In fact, at a time when violence still continues to mar West Bengal, days after the polls are over, statue politics is back in the state. And now, Trinamool Congress chief and West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee will be unveiling a new bust of Bengali icon Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar at the Vidyasagar College in place of the old one. Now, this after the Prime Minister had in fact promised to reinstall the statue. Remember, the old statue was desecrated last month during the roadshow of BJP President Amit Shah following clashes between the Trinamool Congress and the BJP workers, and both Trinamool and the BJP had traded charges over the vandalism. Now, Mamata Banerjee had promised that at 1:30 p.m. on June 11th, the vandalized bust of Vidyasagar will be replaced.
भाई अमित शाह के रोड शो के दौरान टीएमसी के गुंडों ने ईश्वर चंद्र विद्यासागर की मूर्ति को तोड़ दिया। ईश्वर चंद्र विद्यासागर जी के विजन के लिए समर्पित हमारी सरकार उसी जगह पर पंचधातु की एक भव्य मूर्ति की स्थापना करेगी और टीएमसी के गुंडों को जवाब देंगी।
West Bengal is on the edge after fresh political violence in Bashirhat area of the state, and massive protests were held by the BJP during 12-hour bandh called by it to protest the killing of 2 of the party workers. This as West Bengal governor called on the Prime Minister to discuss the prevailing unrest in the state. Take a look at this report.
On the edge once again. Political violence between BJP and TMC activists in West Bengal claimed 3 more lives. On Monday, the BJP called for a 12-hour bandh. Party workers staged protests across the state, blocked trains at Bashirhat in North 24 Parganas. As violence escalated, the BJP demanded presidential rule in the state.
Mamata Banerjee failure. She should first resign from Home Minister.
The Chief Minister hit back, accusing the BJP of perpetrating sectarian unrest in West Bengal.
Bengal, Gujarat noy. Mone rakhben UP te. After election 25 জন যাদব মারা গেছে, মার্ডার হয়েছে। বাচ্চারা রোজ মার্ডার হচ্ছে, আমরা এটা চাই না।
In New Delhi, West Bengal Governor Keshrinath Tripathi met Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This after the Union Home Minister warned West Bengal of law and order breakdown.
Massive protests by BJP across the state of West Bengal have marked yet another day in the political scenario of the state. Just as Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has clearly given a rebuttal stating that the state government is not ready to accept any kind of advisories that have been done or given by Ministry of Home Affairs at political behest, it would remain to be seen on how the mercury is rising both in the weather as well as in the political arena too. With camera person Prabir Biswas, this is Manogya Loiwal in Kolkata for India Today.
And tensions continue to prevail in West Bengal's Bashirhat, the epicenter of the latest violence in Bengal, where 3 political workers, including 2 from the BJP and 1 from the Trinamool Congress, died in the clashes. India Today's Indrajit Kundu visited the area to assess the ground situation. Take a look.
38-year-old Pradeep Mondal's wife Padma is inconsolable. Her husband was murdered by a suspected TMC worker in front of her in the latest political killings in Bengal. 2 of her family members were killed in that attack in Bashirhat and 1 is missing.
মিছিল করতে করতে বলে গিয়েছিল এই প্রদীপ মণ্ডল যদি মায়ের দুধ খেয়ে থাকিস আর একভাবে যদি তোকে জন্ম দিয়ে থাকে কাদের মোল্লা এবং ওদের ওই পার্টির নেতারা সবাই বলেছে যদি একভাবে তোকে জন্ম দিয়ে থাকে তুই রাস্তায় বেরিয়ে আয়। পুলিশ চুপচাপ ওইখানে বসে আছে, পুলিশ গাড়ি ছেড়ে কোথাও যায়নি।
ওরা কি পুলিশের সাথেই এসেছিল?
ওরা পুলিশের সাথেই এসেছে এবং যখন সশস্ত্রভাবে মিছিল করছে পুলিশ ওদের সাথেই ছিল।
The family that lives in Sandesh Khali village in Bashirhat believes they were targeted for their affiliation with the Sangh Parivar and BJP.
মানে পরিকল্পনা যে সমস্ত বুথে বিজেপি লিড পেয়েছে সেই সমস্ত বুথে গিয়ে মানে যারা আছে কর্মী বা এদের উপরে হামলা চালাচ্ছে।
The BJP called for a bandh in Bashirhat on Monday. The party workers hit the streets, burning CM Mamata Banerjee's effigy. There is an eerie calm in the neighbouring Rajbari Purba village of Bashirhat. It's where TMC worker Kaime Molla was killed by alleged BJP workers.
আর আমার ছেলে সেই তৃণমূল কংগ্রেসের একজন সক্রিয় কর্মী, দলের স্বার্থে দলের প্রচারের স্বার্থে দলের পতাকা যখন সে মারতে গিয়েছিল তার অপরে সে তৃণমূল দলের পতাকা হাতে নিয়েছে, তাই তাকে মৃত্যুবরণ করতে হয়েছে।
What about the politicization of the police force and the criminalization of politics, something that seems to be the bane of West Bengal politics, something that has led to this cycle of violence, that never-ending violence, that despite elections getting over across the country in West Bengal, we are seeing the kind of post-poll violence that's emanating from across the state, leading to so many casualties. With camera person Tapus Baidi Indrajit for India Today in Chandishka.
After being grilled for 8 hours on Monday, former Civil Aviation Minister and senior leader of the Nationalist Congress Party, Praful Patel, has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate again today. Now, this is in connection with a money laundering probe related to the losses suffered by national carrier Air India. Praful Patel had skipped the ED summons several times in the past, and sources now have told India Today that Patel was questioned over his association with aviation lobbyist Deepak Talwar. Sources in the Enforcement Directorate also said that Praful Patel needs to be put through revelations made by the arrested aviation lobbyist Deepak Talwar and evidence unearthed by the agency in pursuit of this case. In fact, remember, the Enforcement Directorate in its charge sheet against Deepak Talwar and his son Aditya Talwar had also named Praful Patel. And moving on January 2018, the rape and murder of an 8-year-old girl shook the country. After 18 months, a special court in Pathankot announced the verdict in this case. 6 out of the 7 accused were convicted, while 3 were sentenced to life imprisonment. 3 others were sentenced to 5 years in jail. But the quantum of sentence left the family of the victim and their lawyers disappointed. Take a look.
Abducted, raped and brutally murdered. 18 months ago, the rape and murder of an 8-year-old girl shook India. The brutality of the crime attracted international outrage. The appalling political twists and turns in the Kathua probe caught worldwide attention and saw a clamor for the most severe punishment to the accused. On Monday, 6 people, including 4 policemen, were convicted, but the quantum of punishment left the child's relatives and activists very disappointed. The mastermind of the crime, Sanjay Ram, Special Police Officer Deepak Khajuria and Pravesh Kumar were sentenced to life imprisonment. While Head Constable Tilak Raj, ASI Anand Datta and Special Police Officer Surinder Kumar were found guilty of destroying evidence. All 3 sentenced to 5 years in jail. Another accused, Sanjay Ram's son, Vishal, was acquitted by court.
इस फैसले को हम हाई कोर्ट पंजाब एंड हरियाणा कोर्ट में ले जाएंगे. इसमें बहुत से इसको चैलेंज करेंगे. इसमें बहुत से लकूने हैं. उन तब लकूनों के ऊपर हम बात करेंगे.
The verdict came even as the prosecution demanded death sentence to the rapist and killers.
अच्छा हो कि उनको फांसी की सजा हो, ताकि आने वाले समय में बाकी लोग जो ऐसा करें वो एक बार सोचे करने से पहले कि अगर माइनर के अगेंस्ट ऐसे केसेस आए और माइनर का रेप हो तो उनको फांसी की सजा हो, और इसलिए कम भी होगा. ये डेटरेंट की तरह ये आना चाहिए.
The 8-year-old from a nomadic family was kidnapped on January 10th last year and was raped in captivity in a small village temple in Kathua district. After days, she was bludgeoned to death. The murder was a carefully planned strategy to remove the minority nomadic community from the area, the charge sheet had said. What made the crime worse was that there were elements, including lawyers, who came out in defense of the accused.
The lawyers of the family members say that they are now going to challenge this verdict in the High Court. Clearly, it's going to be a long legal battle ahead for the victim's family. With video journalist Neeraj Kumar, this is Sunil Bhatt reporting from Pathankot for India.
Udupi district has only 1 more day of water left, and the residents are now praying that the monsoons don't get delayed any further. For many residents of Udupi and Manipal, such a situation of absolutely no water has never happened before. Check this alarming situation in this report filed by my colleague Nolan Pinto.
Well, this is the Baje reservoir on which I'm standing on. This has been built on the Swarna River. It is over here that drinking water is supplied to Udupi and also Manipal, which is the education hub. But what you can clearly see over here is that there is absolutely no water. It hit dead storage levels way back on the 4th of May. And whatever water is available is just enough for the marine life to survive. Now, unless and until it starts to rain, and when I say rain, pours heavily in the next 2 days, there will be absolutely no drinking water from Udupi and Manipal.
The authorities are now pumping water from holes in the riverbed of the Swarna River to ensure sufficient water supply. To make sure everybody gets some water, the authorities have divided the district into 6 parts, and each part gets water for 1 hour once a week. Water tankers can also be seen crisscrossing the city to quench thirst of the people.
ये मतलब एक्सपेक्ट किया था कि जून 1 को बारिश आ रहा है, तो जून 1 को तो हम कम्प्लीटली ये मैनेज किया है. तो सिचुएशन बैड था, लेकिन जो शॉर्टेज हुआ तो डिफरेंस हुआ वो सप्लाई, लेकिन शॉर्टेज कहीं नहीं हुआ। सबको मतलब पानी हम लोग दे दिया जून 1 को, तो जून 1 तारीख से हम खींच रहे हैं अभी।
Lack of rains and no pre-monsoon showers have worsened the situation, and locals now feel that it's high time people start conserving water.
According to a survey, 18,000 gallons of liter are sufficient for Udupi people. But we have to, unless until we change our habits, we have been using 28,000 gallons of liter of water a day. If we does not change our water consuming habits, then it will be very difficult for us to survive.
Schools are also affected due to this water crisis, but some are in a better shape due to the rainwater conservation measures put in place.
I understand that in Udupi town there is a very big crisis of water, and general public, they don't get water easily. But fortunately we are managing, as we have our own resources. We have 3 bore wells and 2 open wells. Using that now somehow we are managing, but I wish it will rain and general public also will get water.
The dried lake in the heart of Manipal city is a testament to the water crisis prevalent in the district.
Now this is a 100-acre lake and there is hardly any water left in it. Such is the condition in Udupi and Manipal. People are now talking about water conservation, but the big question is, once it begins to rain, will the people actually walk the talk, or will things get back to normal when there is plenty of water? With video journalist Shivmurthy Gurumat, this is Nolan Pinto for India Today.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.